What's up, Earthlings? I'm Tyler Backus. Welcome to the SpaceBar. Today we have Hayden Denny as our guest. Hayden, say hi to everybody.
What up?
Today we're going to be talking about anxiety. What does anxiety feel like? Why does anxiety exist? What are some solutions to it? Before we get into that, Hayden, you want a beer?
Yes, please.
All right. You got your ID? This is a Barnes & Noble gift card.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, my good sir.
There you go.
What do I owe you?
It's on the house.
Here's a Starbucks gift card.
Oh, thank you. Excellent. We've all experienced anxiety in our lives before, but it feels different and it presents itself in a variety of ways. What does anxiety feel like to you? If you had to describe anxiety to somebody who had never experienced it before, how would you describe it?
It's the feeling of, like, you're in a horror movie and there's somebody standing behind you. But it's that with, like, everyday things. What does my future look like? What, am I gonna get a good job?
Killer behind you.
And then that's the killer behind you, right? When in actuality there's nothing there, right? It's the idea that there's an uncertainty about something that you can't control. And so it's almost like fear, but there's nothing to physically react to because it's just a construct. So it's like fear, but not real. A few weeks ago, I woke up an hour and a half late for my job, and there was nothing I could do, right? Like, it's just totally out of your control. But that initial feeling of waking up and going, oh shit, like that spread out over some time is like what my anxiety feels like. Would you say that you are a skeleton controlling a brain, or a brain controlling a skeleton?
A brain controlling a skeleton.
Okay, yeah, same.
Okay.
But that idea that you are just bones
And
makes you question what you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know.
Makes you realize how fragile you are.
Yeah.
And that's
like,
kind of a scary thought.
temporary.
Yeah. More and more people are being diagnosed with some form of anxiety disorder or something. It seems that it's at a higher and higher percentage.
Right.
And it's a highly talked about phenomenon. Do you think that sudden influx is more due to societal pressures, or are we just realizing these disorders because of our lack of understanding about mental wellness?
Right. The cop-out answer is both. Specifically with our parents' generation and the generation before that, like, anxiety wasn't a thing. It wasn't a diagnosable thing. It was just a feeling. You get up one day and that's the mood you're in. Whereas you look at it like over time and you realize, oh, this is a trait of this person. This is an actual characteristic of who they are. It's probably something more than just a mood, right? It might be a chemical imbalance, something like that. We are able now to address, like, this is a thing. There's things we can do to combat it. Let's do that. But also kind of poses questions like, well, what do we do? What's the best way to handle this? It's a little bit of both. It's people like realizing that there's a problem and that we need to talk about it, but also being kind of confused by it and wanting to explore it more.
Yeah. And it's like we realize we've got to clean up the oceans. Okay, great. Well, how do we do it?
Mm-hmm. As with anything, there's got to be a method, or else it's kind of just
a shotgun approach.
Exactly right. Like, what are we actually doing? We're just trying.
We can throw a bunch of meds at it and hope something, and then whatever works, then we know, okay, well, this works.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then we just go from there. It's like an experiment.
Right.
So do you think social media has played a positive or negative role when it comes to anxiety, specifically social anxiety?
For me or for society in general?
Broad strokes.
Because for me, it's been negative, I would say. Just because it's so easy to stay distracted and not present in the moment of life and what it is to be alive, that we kind of, once we're not distracted, like once we have to face reality and like look ourselves in the mirror, that kind of messes with our brain. It's easier to just like say, I'm having a great day, look at me, selfie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's a way easier way to use social media. But which one gets used more? Case by case. Could be good, normally isn't. Has the potential to be super good.
Do you believe in aliens? And if so, do you think that they suffer from the same type of anxieties that humans do?
I like to think that their anxieties are bigger than work and money and stuff, but that's also a fairly optimistic view of the universe. Like, I just assume that aliens are more about like world domination and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in aliens. I want to. It's kind of getting hard for me to not believe in them the older that I get. And from like I don't know, that mathematical perspective, statistical perspective, if we're to assume that the universe is endless or like expanding, chances are in their favor, right? Like there's gotta be, if this stuff has formulated and materialized here, this can't be it, right? Like there's gotta be like aliens out there in spaceships straight up, like because of the law of large numbers. It's just likely. But I want to take an agnostic approach. I can't prove it, so I don't know. I kind of think so.
Okay. We'll take it.
Hey. No, I'm not busy. Yeah, I'll be there. Okay. Okay, I love you. Shut up, Mom. I love you. Bye. That was work.
No, that's work. Do you think medication is the answer, a short-term answer for a much larger problem, or is it the answer that we need?
Keeping it to anxiety, right? Like, we're not
Yes.
talking antibiotics.
Correct.
Vaccines that are actually necessary. Vax your kids. Vax yourself.
Twice.
Get 3. I hate that. Cut that out. That was terrible.
No, that's fine. That's going to be the whole video.
Yeah, cool.
Just that.
Is medication the answer? It's an answer. I don't think it should be the first shot. Like, that's not your first thing you're going to do, right? Like, I'm sad all the time. Here's some Prozac. Yeah, that's not. I feel like there's so many more steps that you can do. Steps you can take as a human. Like, you know, we all eat like shit, right? Like, maybe start there. See if that does anything. If your anxiety is beyond your control, then totally. Like, anything to help would be wonderful, right? Like, I'm on anxiety meds. It helps me.
Yeah.
So I can't say, oh, Tyler's super sad. You need to be on 20 milligrams of Celexa. Like, I can't say that is the answer. I do feel like it might get a little convoluted or twisted in terms of like capitalism, right? Like what was it in the 90s? Like every kid was ADD or ADHD, so they started prescribing all these little kids Adderall. Obviously this isn't historical, but
Shut up, he's an expert.
in the 90s, doctors gave kids drugs for money. I feel like it's a solution that is certainly more like realistic and legitimate now in 2019.
So was Bob Marley really right when he said, "Don't worry, be happy"? Or was he just fucking high?
Yes. Yes to both. I mean, yeah, in my opinion, yeah, he was totally right. Ultimately, at the end of the day, are you going to look back on, like, you're on your deathbed, you look back and you're like, oh, I'm so thankful for all the bills that I paid. Is that going to come to your mind? No, you're going to be like, was I happy? Did I live my life to the fullest? Was I, like, contributing to something positive, like net positive? Am I making a difference? And I think happiness is a huge root of that.
Hayden, would you rather be so apathetic, 100% apathetic to everyone and everything in your life, or care so much that you could never find a moment's rest?
I can tell you which one's easier. It's being apathetic all the time. I feel like it's way harder to give a fuck. I wish there was a better way to say it. It feels like the easiest way to go about life is to, and this is different from person to person, but in my opinion, in the life things that I've been through, it's way easier to just shut yourself in your room and forget about everything going on. Which one's more important or beneficial? The other one. Caring about people. I feel like that's a huge motivator, right, to get you through life. I mean, so many religions, that the easiest one to quote, Christianity, love your neighbor as thyself, right? Like, serve, be a servant, contribute to others, be selfless instead of selfish. I feel like that is more virtuous for sure. It just takes effort.
Okay, everybody, let us know in the comments, what is anxiety for you? Let us know if you are anxious. Talk about your anxiety. Talk about it. Get it out there in the open. Up next, I'm going to give Hayden a personality quiz, and we're going to see which personality type he is.
Stoked.
Okay, this is going to be really important.
Okay.
Okay, he's never taken this personality test before. He's never seen the questions. He doesn't know what the answers are.
He didn't tell me what it was called or anything.
Don't.
No
Yeah,
idea.
he doesn't know what it's called. Are you ready?
I guess.
Do you believe in love at first sight? Either A, people who believe in love at first sight are naive. B, there is no such thing. C, maybe. D, it could happen. Or E, yes, yes, 1,000 times yes.
D. It could happen.
How would your friends describe you? A, grumpy. B, introvert. C, fun. D, wise. E, goofy. F, reserved. G, hospitable. Or H, eccentric.
Yikes, that's a lot. What was G?
Man, I don't even know.
What was the seventh one?
Hospitable.
Not that. I mean, like, maybe. I was either thinking reserved or fun.
Which one?
Fun.
I'm going to do away with the numbers. Or the letters.
The letters, those are letters.
I'm going to do away with the letters.
You know those famous numbers A, B, and C?
Yes. Okay, what's your favorite color?
Do you count gray?
It is not a choice.
Okay.
Purple, green, yellow, black,
We'll
pink,
do-
red, orange, blue.
Black's an option, but gray's not? We'll do red.
Red. Where would you like to vacation? I don't have time to vacation. Somewhere tropical. Alaska. Mountains. Somewhere romantic like Paris. Anywhere with friends. China or Russia.
Anywhere with friends.
Well, what annoys you the most? Cynical people, inconsiderate people,
Ooh.
people who don't listen, naive people, serious people, being bored, being poor,
Ooh, yeah.
nosy people. Yeah, don't you just really get annoyed at poor people?
Dude, I hate them. They're just the worst. They're so boring. They have nothing to talk about. Like,
Yeah, I think poor people are all of the above in
just
this
go ahead.
case.
Anything that says poor. Just
Yes,
I
just
don't.
click it.
It's either naive or not listening. Probably not listening.
Huh?
People who don't listen.
Okay.
Good one.
What would you rather be doing right now? It doesn't say right now. It just said, what would you rather be doing?
Not this video.
What would you rather be doing? Watching TV, laughing, working, exercising, reading, exploring, entertaining, talking about deep things.
Ooh. It's either exploring or deep things. I feel like we're already doing deep things at the moment.
Yeah.
Exploring.
Exploring. How many friends do you need? None. A couple close friends. A few. You can never have enough. Average. Or a lot.
A few.
Do you mind the cold?
No, I love it.
Don't like it? It's fun to build a snowman.
Mm.
Never bothered me.
I mean, it's bothered me, but I like it. Like, winter's my favorite season. Do it, it never bothered me.
Okay, are you ready to learn your personality type? Alright, for the personality quiz, which Frozen character are you? Hayden, you are Olaf!
Yes, I knew it!
You are goofy and lovable like
Wow.
Olaf. You love to laugh and are playful.
Okay.
Alright, everyone,
That sounds about right.
yeah, let us know
I'm
what
Olaf.
Frozen character you are in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe.
Hey, don't be anxious.
Don't be anxious. Stop it.
Can you quit that shit out?
Quit being scared.
Stop. It's not fair.
Don't.
Don't. You? Hey. Yeah, you, back there. Yes, you. Quit it. Be happy. My definition of anxiety.
No, I'm not anxious. I don't have a problem being around people.